Hello, Fable here. I started a video and my boss called. I am leaving a location where I had to pick something up. But before I started my journey, I stopped at Dunkin'. Because when I'm paying, I go to Dunkin' because it is cheaper. And this Lexus is not going to let me in. I have to get over because I'm in an exit only lane. I did not realize. And I was trying when I got in my car before I left the office to reload. And it says choose another payment. And I chose, and it said primary. But that little bar scan code thing, that square, did not come up. And I was asking the girl, I was like, I can't reload my app. And she's like, you have to go to scan. I go, I'm here. This is it. There's no scan code. And she's like, oh, you have to buy a Dunkin' gift card now. And then just keep reloading it. Annoying. I don't understand. Why are you making it complicated for me? So, I don't get it. Something's not broke, don't fix it. And I know I was just talking yesterday about change, and we got to go with it and accept change, but this is stupid. I as you can tell, I don't like change. Had too much change in my life, but I guess if I want to go to Dunkin', I'm going to have to buy a gift card in my app and then keep reloading the gift card. I hope it's not like Starbucks. Dunkin', the minimum you can put on is $5. And sometimes I have $1 something. And my drink is not, I don't even think it's $5. So I like that. But Starbucks minimum is $10. Makes sense. Their drinks are more expensive. But I just hope the minimum gift card is not, $10 now for Dunkin'. Because sometimes it's close to payday and that's all I have to put in there is $5. So I guess I'm going to have to say no. I did yesterday. I was craving Starbucks so bad. And I was going to break down, put it on my credit card. Because like I said, I was negative $10.44 in my checking account. But I was like, no, I can't do it. I'm not doing it. So I had some willpower, and I did that. I walked last night. First I had from Chipotle a salad with their protein-based, which I think is tofu, which is good. A little spicy for my taste. But I had beans. It was all veggies. And it was really good. And then I went for a walk, and we only walked 4 miles because I have 2 big blisters from walking in the mall the other night on my heels. And I think the reason they hurt so much is because I had blisters from the first night we were walking because the one pair of sneakers just are not good. I don't know what the problem is. I've worn them before, but they're out of the rotation because they gave me blisters. And I think my heels were healing and not fully healed. And then walking in the mall, I don't know why. I blame it on the socks. And I think I snapshotted. It was on actually at Disney World. Tricks and savings and whatever, Facebook. And people were saying, in the heat, these are the best socks. And I was like, oh, I have to get those socks then. So I think I snapshotted it back then. But in Hershey Park, wore my socks and sneakers and in the heat and walked like 25,000 steps and nothing. No, walking in the mall the other night. So I walked with what they're called Fit, F-I-T, flops. And my boss had told me about them. She gets the really high-end ones. I got them on clearance. And they're like a copper color. And my feet actually do not hurt today from wearing them. And we were walking fast because we usually do an average of 24 minutes, a little over 24 minutes, a mile. We did 23.03 average per mile. And that's even my friend stopped and said hello to someone she knew. Good 30 seconds, if not a minute. Because she just said a quick, hi, how you doing? We're walking, blah, 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 blah. So it probably was a good minute. So that cut into our average. But I'm telling you, those Fit flops. Awesome. And today is Friday. I'm going out with friends of mine, guy friends. And we're going to dinner. And then tomorrow there's a breast cancer fundraiser for someone they know. I don't know her, but they know her. And so we're going to do that. So the one guy, these are guys that I knew way back in my early 20s. Well, the one guy, Joe, which he loves it. All my friends, all the kids, like my nieces and nephews, even my granddaughter, call him Old Man Joe, because I have a nephew, Joe. So they say Joe, and which Joe? So they said, well, I'm old, you're old, so then it just stuck, Old Man Joe. And he loves it. I've known him since he was, so little. His mom and my aunt were really good friends because he lived at the end of the block where my aunt. And then my mom joined their little tea group and, having tea and talking. And then we reconnected actually on POF because he wrote to me and then he admitted he was seeing someone, and I said, well, I said to him, I didn't recognize him because his hair was long, and his hair was never long like that. So I said, well, if I'm getting this right, you want to meet me and see if things work out with me before you dump her. He's like, well, kind of, yeah. At least he was honest. So it's like, okay. I was like, that's, excuse me. That's not what I'm looking for. So then he reached out to me again, and then he had added a picture to his profile, and I saw his sister. That's who I recognized. And I was like, oh my gosh, is your mom Phoebe? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, and he goes, oh my God. So we went to a concert, reconnected, tried to date. It was just didn't click. He's a nice guy, super nice guy, gentleman. All these guys are. We go to dinner. It's usually 4 of them. One guy, Jimmy, his wife comes, Joanne. She doesn't always come, and these guys never let a woman pay. never. I try and I try. I'm like, listen, we're all friends. Nope, a woman never pays. So, it's nice to know, gentlemen. But none of us, except Jimmy and his wife, none of us have someone, one, Bob, he's divorced. My friend Joe's divorced. Ed's never been married. And I don't know, we just hang out. It's nice. Like, we were going once a week, but with me walking, my friend Joe had a knee replacement. That's what happens when you get older. Hear about all these things. Joanne actually had a heart attack. So, it was funny. We were at dinner, and Joanne said about dessert, and she's like, no, I can't do dessert. And she has diabetes, and she's really strict about, what she eats. And her husband goes, oh, just take a shot when you get home. And she goes, how funny, when we were in our 20s, just take a shot meant like, alcohol. Now it's like, take a shot. It's for, your diabetes. So it's nice. Like I said, reconnecting and then talking about the old days, reliving our youth. And it's really, it's nice. So, you never know. You might see someone, especially this idiot almost just, hit me because he's flying. Oh, he's got something on the back of his car like he's videoing driving. It's weird. Sorry. But, yeah, so, like I was saying yesterday, POF, I reconnected with an old friend who he's still, in contact with other old friends. And I wouldn't say they were friends back in the day. We just all hung out at the same places. And we were in the same circle of friends. And I actually dated Jimmy's friend, a good friend of Jimmy's, for a short moment. So they're friends with people on Facebook that I'm not friends with, but I knew back in the day, and them updating me on where people are in their life. Some of them they still in contact with, still close with. So for them to telling you what's, going on in their lives. Some have passed away, which is sad. So it's really, you never know. You never know. Like, try, even reconnecting. If you see someone on Facebook, or you knew someone on Facebook and you were really good friends back in the day, try to find them on Facebook and say, hey, what's going on? That happened with a girl, me and her. We were in a class and we became friends because I was dating this kid over the summer before high school. And she then, I saw her write, little heart with her name and his name. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, I dated him over the summer. And she's like, oh, really? He's a nice guy. I'm like, yeah. He was a nice guy. I listened to other people because they influenced me into, oh, he's not for you. It was high school. But back then, you listen to people. And they're like, oh, he's not your kind of people, they just made him out to be like this. They really thought he was like a burnout, whatever. He wasn't. He was just his own person. He didn't go with cliques. So they ended up breaking up, and I don't honestly remember the reason, but we were in the same class, so we talked a lot and became friends, and then we reconnected, of course, through Facebook. And she now retired. Yes, I'm jealous. Oh, excuse me. I don't know what this cough is today. If I'm not yawning, I'm coughing, people, right? Oh, excuse me. So, she sells now this product of, I don't know if it's makeup and stuff, but it's a 4-step for cleaning your face. And I had really horrible breakouts here, I mean, just constant. I was going for facials, and I was good for about it would clear up within 5 days of my facial, and then I was good for about a good week and a half, and then break out again. And I mean, going every month. But she said, oh, why don't you try what? And it was on sale, and it was $97 for the 4 parts, and it lasted me those 6 months. So I was like, oh my God, this is awesome. So my face has been pretty clear, couple breakouts here or there, but I never had pimples in high school. My friends all hated me. My sisters hated me because they had like the cyst pimples, and I didn't have one pimple. And I guess paybacks now for never having pimples. I hit my 50s, and there you go. And I did go to a doctor and a dermatologist, and they're like, oh, it's hormonal. And they were weird pimples. They get red, they wouldn't come to a head, and if I tried to pop them, it would come out clear. And I don't know what kind of a pimple it was, but they said it was hormonal. So, I don't know. And are you really going to try to pull out in front of me? This is a big ass fan. I'm just going to try to pull out. And so, yeah, so it keeps my face clear, and reconnecting with her, hey, I mean, maybe I would have found something else somewhere else, but the stuff at where I went for the facials, now I still go for facials, but like once every 6 months. And same girl, which is great. Oh my God. Banged up cars. I'm heading back to the office, and the train right by our office, the train hit a pedestrian. I don't know what the deal was. My friend actually was on the train, and she posted, and then I don't come this way to work. I come from the other direction, and you know, he's like, oh, I think something bad happened. There was a yellow tarp, and then my friend, I was like, oh man, no, don't tell me I can't go through here. I would have went around the other way. Yeah, so very sad. Either way, it's sad. Just, you know, when someone walks in front of a train, that has to be a painful death. Me, if I ever was, I would never. I'm not a person that would ever kill myself. But if I was to, man, I'd do it maybe if I was sick, like really sick with cancer, and I would just turn around and just take a bunch of painkillers to go to sleep. Oh, News 12. News 12 is here. Wow. And it's all cleared up now. So, and I'm almost back at my office, and I've been rattling on for a while. But I am going to pull into my office, and then I'm going to end this. And from there, I think that I hear a train. No, train service was suspended, so train service must be back. All right, it's telling me this is my little app. I don't know if you can really see too well. It reminds me to drink water. I changed it to every 15 or every 20 minutes. You can't do 15. The least you could do is the amount of time is 20 minutes. And so I did 20 minutes because my feet were so swollen. I felt like I needed to do that. So I've been doing good, eating, walking. I don't know if I'll get walking in tonight. I might, after dinner, I might take a ride and go to Bellworks or around the neighborhood. Maybe the dog wants to walk. But my daughter got a new puppy. It's like 4 to 6 months old. It's a mini Aussie. So I'm going to meet it tomorrow. Very excited for that. And very good puppy so far, my daughter says. So doing better than my dog. But my dog is doing better. She doesn't like to walk on the leash. So we went for a little walk before I went for my walk to meet my friend for a walk. But all right, it is Friday. Thank God. I hope it's an uneventful Friday. And I'm hoping when I walk in this office, the guy's been here and our AC's back on. It's really not too bad today because it's only my car saying 75. So I think we're supposed to have some storms. So I hope everybody has a good Friday. Talk to you soon.